financial institutions to advance or to lend to the agricultural sector. We also don't have the trained personnel to be able to undertake this agro-lending technology. We have several lending technology methods that we, the banks, use. We have what we call the collateral-based lending technology. In this one, all we do is look at the collateral you have provided. We don't look at any other thing and go ahead to give you the facility. We also have the credit scoring lending. This one, there are certain systematic steps that you take to score the person and look at the collateral that is provided. They don't look at what the business is doing. They only look at the scoring method and their advance. We also have the business-based lending. This is where they do detailed analysis of your business, your profit and loss, your collateral provided, the guarantors you have, the business, general business organization. Then you go, they say, okay, we want to do business with you. Then we have the group lending. This one, they use group members more or less as collateral. So we have about 4 types of lending in the system. But you see that most of the banks tend to move towards the collateral lending because it's easier for them.
We already have some questions about what is our collateral-based lending, or credit scoring, or business-based lending, or group lending. Do you have any questions already? You can interrupt if you want.
Okay, so it's all for you. After which we will require you to provide us some information about how your business is run, the general organization of your business. And we want to know your sales and expenses pattern. And for farmers, again, most of them need to So there, sometimes we even descend to taking declared information. But unfortunately, when you give us wrong information, when we are analyzing it, means we come up with wrong solutions for you. So as much as possible, when you don't have recorded information, when you can try and give us the reality, so that when we are advising you, we are not interested in just giving you the loan. If we know that with this analysis we have done, you cannot qualify for this facility we are asking for, we will tell you what you like. Please, let's put this thing in place before we go ahead. If we give you this facility, we will not be able to repay because your profit is not enough to repay the loan. Your repayment of your loan is based on the profit. But if you give us wrong information, we work with it and we feel that everything is okay, we go ahead and give it to you. At the end of the day, it will not come back to help both of us because it will waste our time, it will waste your time. And you don't need to have an account with ProCredit before we give you a financial facility. Not at all. You don't need to have any history with us. All you need is to have evidence of your business, any national ID card. You walk into any ProCredit branch, you will take an application for you. And the agro-business bank advisors will make a full analysis and have the discussions with you. Okay. So apart from all these things, taking your information, your business organization, yes, we also still take collateral. We don't give loans without collateral. But we have different propositions in the collateral. We don't only take mortgage. We also take vehicles. We also take your business assets. There are some of you have pumping machines, you have maybe rice milling machine, you have an incubator. They are all assets that we can use as collateral. Because we know that these are valuable assets and we have invested a lot in them. And we can use them as collateral. And if it is poultry, we even use the best. 50% of the collateral, we can use the best as collateral. Piggery, the same thing. Cattle, the same thing. So we could do all these things. Different conditions, maybe parts, maybe 50% hard collateral, 50% stock, inventory, or the other kind of collaterals. Then apart from that, we look at the guarantors. At least you need to give us 2 guarantors to secure the loan. Okay, the guarantors, we just need their any valid national ID card and evidence of business. That's all. And evidence of business.
Sorry, when you say evidence of business,
Okay, if you are a guarantor, maybe you are also a farmer. If your business is registered, you need a copy of the registration document. If you don't have a registered business, you need that. If you are a farmer, sometimes we rely on the records. If you are a poultry farmer in particular, you know that you keep a collection record, sometimes you keep vaccination records. Some of these records, you can just use it as evidence of your business. But if you are a salary worker, they will need your pay slip.
In the nutshell, we are trying to look at something that shows that of the truth you really work as where you work, or something that can, when you present to the committee, they can prove that, okay, so such a person does what he says he does. So if the person is a relative, you have an ID card with his name on it, and then the business that he does has got his name on it, then we can just put the two together and do that.
So what's the role of that person? So far as the
Okay, thank you very much. The guarantor is like, even though he's not the one taking the loan, he's also a third party to the loan and jointly liable for the loan. So whatever we do is more like in between us and you, the client. If something happens and we have a problem with you, the client, he will be the first person we will talk to. Because you have brought in, this is a reliable person you can deal with if you have a problem with me. So we can call on him, oh please, Mr. So-and-so was unable to pay. When we call him, he couldn't give us any reasonable excuse. Can you talk to him for us? He will talk to you. If we cannot locate you, he will be the one we will talk to. God forbid, if you pass away, will fall on him. Most often, when we go to them, they are able to lead us to their families and say, okay, so-and-so took a loan and I was a guarantor for the loan. But unfortunately, the person has passed away. And the bank is also saying they must still recover, even though the person has passed away. And the family knows what to do. There are instances where
the collateral. Since there's a collateral.
normally the collateral is the last resort. Like if you pass away, you use your house as collateral. We will not say, okay, because you passed away, we are coming for your house. No. There should still be a way to resolve it. The collateral, it damages our name, so we don't also want to go there. So we want to use the other options. If they fail, if those options fail, then we fall on the collateral. The collateral we don't, is the last resort.
The collateral is not the first point of call.
Yeah.
Once the client cannot pay or you cannot pay, you try and talk to you, find out what is happening. Maybe because it's agro, there are seasonalities and you're having some challenges. So you can come back to us and we discuss. Do we give you some time? Do we restructure the whole loan process? What do we do? And then we come back to analyze the business and understand how come you're having some challenges. Maybe diseases or whatever be the issue. We want to talk about it. Then, of course, we want your guarantors to also understand that as at now, because maybe the guarantor knows the loan is traveling for 24 months, but there's been some change. So it's going to extend for more than 24 months. You also have to know. For the collateral, what we do is that after the whole loan process is transferred back to you. But if along the line, you realize that, oh, I can't pay, and we have done reanalysis, done everything, you are insisting that you cannot pay. The collateral, like you said, is our last resort, so that we can get the depositors' money back. In a situation where we can always resolve it, we sit together, we find an amicable solution. Maybe we can even refinance you so that you can come back and then revitalize the business for the business to go on. Then the business can still be in shape and then we can also be in peace so that we can work good. So for the collateral,
I know of late there is this kind of insurance. In case a loan is insured. Most in case of passing away or death. Then the loan is maybe cancelled sort of. What about the ProCredit?
To be honest, the insurance is a good idea, but it comes as an additional cost to you, the government. And apart from that, when you go to the insurance company, particularly for agricultural lending, it's difficult to get insurance for agricultural lending. One was set up recently, I don't know how far they've gone. Yes, but insurance for the agricultural sector, we still do not have it functioning well. So that one we are not able to do that for now.
ProCredit, we do not
Yeah,
insure.
Yeah, you just talk about some challenges that are unique to the agro-industrial sector. So, your loan or your product, they take into consideration these challenges? I mean, I want to know whether this is reflected in the rate that farmers will pay. Is it the same as a commercial loan or the tenant and the repayment, how it is structured now?
Okay. For our agro loans, the rates are different from the business loans. The interest rate is always lesser than the business loans for all our agro loans. And we have flexible repayment system depending on your cash flow. Let's say you are a poultry farmer, when you take best, normally, generally it takes 6 months, you start getting something from your best. If you have one set of best or one batch, you don't have any other batch there, and they just have one batch, we're giving you a loan, we don't expect you to start paying. We expect you to start paying after 6 months. So we'll give you a moratorium, a grace period of 6 months. So after the 6 months, you start paying. Then, if say you are a farmer, Romo has seasons. Romo is fruit twice in a year. So we expect you to pay in this period. The period that we are not able to pay. So we make the repayments reflect your cash flow and your income annually. So that is how we make it suit your business plan. You will impose repayment schedule.
What is your interest rate? Number two.
Maybe
Said-
let's take
you
a
said-
concrete example. Let's take a concrete example. For what kind of investment? Because it depends. Do you want to invest in some machines or extension of poultry, or is it for working capital? So, and then for how long do you want to invest? And which amount?
That is the first you come up with it, and then we try and see how much better.
My second point is going to be on what is the minimum amount, the maximum amount you can give, because you kind of specify that you deal with small and medium.
Yes.
You don't deal with micro and large. So, of course, you will have a minimum amount to give to small size, and then a maximum amount for a small size. The same applies to a medium size. So those are the figures.
I'll start with the last question first. The minimum amount that we finance is 10,000. That's the minimum. That's the lowest. Maximum is 500. But we have it. $5 million
has shifted now.
The interest rate.
Yeah, the interest
Yes.
But let me add a point. If, for example, I'm in corporate and I want to put up business,
Yeah, it's an investment.
yes. But then you are saying that because I took the money for feed meal, you are going to kind of calculate my interest on it based on maybe what I do with the feed meal and what comes out of it.
We have some considerations for the kind of investment we want. If you are taking a loan as working capital, let's say you are taking a loan to buy feed. Feed is working capital. The interest rate for it is a little higher than if you are investing in a structure. If you are doing feed, it's a fixed asset. It's a long-term thing. So that one reduce the interest rate marginally for you. Because you don't want to take a lot of money to do that. But for the working capital, is something that the returns will come that we can get back. So that one, the interest rate is high. And this concept is for both the business and agro. So when we come to business and agro, then we know that agro knows the interest rates are normally lower than the business rate.
So what is the
We have some experience. Let me take you through what we call the profile of the right kind of client you want to take. One, history and experience. It's four. We also have consistent and mature management. That is, it's broken down into detailed and relevant knowledge of the business and procedures. Their market and target groups. We have future prospects of your business. We have future prospects for the business. We have good financial and savings culture. So we should have. Okay, they are related. You should have principles and positive attitude towards your own business. You want to see it in. Because we are investing, but you are the one taking the decisions. Why would you tell me now? No, when we do that. When we can, the general management, we know how to. The officers have been trained with that technology to be able to take that risk. It's not like something you say, oh, when you go and see the no. It's a combination of factors you look at. You look at the farm practices, you look at the decisions that are taken over the year, you look at the investment that are done over the year, a whole lot of things, the kind of staff you have, what is they are doing, how are they able to use money, how are they able to do it even when you are not there. These are some of the things you look at. And how you foresee your own business. Then, good image reputation in the market, good credit history. You know now we also have a credit bureau where we can cross-reference your information from Bank of Ghana to see whether you have taken a loan from another institution or not. If you take a what was your repayment due, they are able to communicate that to us. All this is goes back to inform our decision as well as to keep the line.
We were talking about experience. What's the experience years we look at? Is it from 1 year, 2 years, or?
One, if you have, let's say, poultry or livestock, you have one cycle of production. At least you have already gone through all the channels. Poultry, you have gone through how to take care of your DHs, how to do egg collection, how to market your eggs. You have gotten some market base and all those things. So that you already that duration, you have given us an idea, okay, this person already has some knowledge in it. Okay, those managing it, before the person even came, what was the person's experience? You are an investor, you don't need to be the one with the experience. The people involved in it have the experience. They are okay with it. It is your money that is working for you. And we need to be sure that those who are managing your resources, they have the commitment, they have the know-how to handle your business.
How are you doing it now?
I am not sure if it's agro loans for farms in Accra. It was agro loans for pineapples and for pork. In 2008, there was a change in the demand from the foreign market. I think they were producing smooth pear in Ghana, but the taste over there changed to MD2. So all the people we gave loans to, it all went bad. So the point is, if the market, those who are to buy your produce, pay you so that you also pay us, no longer want your product, why should we continue to invest in something that has no market? But after several reasons, things have changed. Most of the farmers now are cultivating a variety of it. And blue skies is also taking over from them. So we now have local markets in all places. So we also have them meeting the foreigners as well. So we did it there. But poultry and others, we use the fisheries, marine fishing, we give all this rice farming and dry areas, the tilapia people, the mango farmers.
We talk about collateral.
Yes.
We talk about, let's say, I am a salary employee. We talk about evidence of placing. What is the essence?
The collateral, they are combining the guarantor. The guarantor, collateral is different from the guarantor. The collateral is like an asset that you say, okay, ProCredit, if I'm not able to repay you, come for this